You'll drive your white convertible down the lonely Louisiana night. The darkness has a sort of calming pace to it. The warm air hits your face so nice. As you kept going, you see a figure in the mist. This figure becomes more defined the more closer you come to the end of the road. You stop when he was only a few 10 feet from you. You find yourself at a crossroad. The figure had a cane, some very old clothes that you never see before. Well, in your lifetime at least. He walks up closer to you, and something weird. You never feel uneasy or strange. You feel like you know this man his whole life. He rests his hand on your car, and you notice his skin was as white as the moon. His face was rather old looking. His left eye was blind, and a scar hung heavily above it and below it. He had long, white hair, as white as the snow, that hung just to his shoulders. And he had sort of a smile to it. As he widened his smile more, you noticed that his teeth had sort of a sharpness to it. I can tell you're not very happy with your life, child. I can sense it in your soul. He stared at you with sort of a calming, fatherly figure-like stare. You can't help but feel peaceful. You lost someone you loved. You lost the love of your life to a train accident 2 years ago. You lose your job, all your money, and you're heading home to sleep. He puts his hand on your shoulder. I can offer you a chance to have whatever you want now. Well, the next morning, of course. But everything has a price, child. Are you willing to pay that price? You give him a puzzled look. He smiles and he hands out a piece of paper, rolled up like a scroll. He unfolds it for you. It's a contract. This here's my contract, youngster. Sign this with this here pen, child. And then the next morning, you will have what you desire most. You don't have to say it. I already know what you want. Just sign the name in your blood. You give him a strange look, terrified now. His voice is now seeming to be uneasy to you. But not the uneasy that it was scary, but at what he said. You unfortunately decline it, and he looks at you with no changing of expression. Alright then. Goodbye. He says something else that you weren't able to understand, because he said it as he was leaving, being that his voice was so calm and kind of quiet like. You see him get in his car and drive. It's only now that you realize that you were surrounded by fog. As he drives into the fog, it disperses, leaving nothing but the cold and warmth of the Louisiana sky. As you drive forward, you keep thinking what he said before he left. Then you remember, you know what he said. And suddenly, you're stricken with a feeling of absolute terror as you screech on the brakes, jerk to the side, and realize that he had said your name, and you never even told him your name. again. You at the crossroad, devil, and he was bargaining your soul.